Kimberly Guilfoyle, host of the Kimberly Guilfoyle Show on Rumble. All right, KG, look, I like Matt Gaetz a lot. I'm a little bummed out about this, and I thought he was going to take this. I thought he was going to take the W on this one.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fan of his as well. It's very unfortunate. I'm trying to focus on the big picture as well. But what you just pointed out in your program, the swamp has teeth, and it's got to stop. It's got to end. So big picture, there is a MAGA mandate. The Senate is in power because of President Trump. So there can't be any more of this nonsense and business as usual. And obviously, President Trump is going to move forward on a new pick. And, Gaetz had to make that decision personally, and we will see who that is. And I believe that it's going to be someone ready to confront a department in crisis and restore integrity to our justice system. That is what the people voted for. So that is what President Trump is going to deliver, and 100% getting stuff done on day one. Yeah. So we do need courageous fighters like Matt Gaetz that are willing to ask the tough questions, willing to point out the fraud, the ethics violations, the immorality. The swamp is just like trying to stand in the way, but Trump is coming. So that's about to be over. And we're really moving at a swift pace with transition. And now let's do that with the confirmations and President Trump's, cabinet picks. They know the mission, they know the mandate, and they're ready to execute.
Well, real quick before I get to something else, do you think this was like a little bit, I mean, Trump is famous for his 4D chess. Do you think this was like, hey, I'm going to test this water. If he gets in, fabulous. If he doesn't, I got another guy who's just as qualified and just as awesome waiting in the wings, and they can't deny me two people in a row?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody else is like asleep at the wheel, playing like checkers, and he's the one, masterclass playing chess, and he's going to get somebody fantastic in. And you've seen this across the board, right? Whether it's inside Main Justice or on the border or overseas, we've got to right all of the left's wrongs, and President Trump is the man just to do it. So I think stand by and wait and see how he's going to handle it.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe a Ken Paxton or someone like that. I hear Andrew Bailey might be on that short list. But, Trump obviously showed a lot of support for Gaetz. He tweeted out in Freya a truth in favor of him. He said, I greatly appreciate the recent efforts of Matt Gaetz in seeking approval to be Attorney General. He was doing very well, but at the same time did not want to be a distraction for the administration. I mean, look, I think it's a noble concept. I'm glad that they're still got each other's backs on this.
Yes. Well, he's a patriot, right? And Gaetz is a disruptor like President Trump, and he's somebody that the swamp fears very much so. So I know the president has a lot of admiration for him, for his patriotism, for his service, and for the fact that he wasn't making it about him. He said, I'm going to do what's best for the president, for the mandate that he was given by the American people, at the voting booth, and, step aside so there was no distraction. I think that's all very genuine. It's admirable. It's what we need to see. He's not making it about himself like everyone else in the swamp is always trying to subvert. So I think we're in a very good position, and President Trump is really doing a phenomenal job in his transition team with great, robust picks and choices to serve in his administration and in his cabinet. And I think we've got a couple more really good ones coming up any minute.
I agree. And since the DOJ obviously didn't find anything on Matt Gaetz, though, I'm sure I would like to know, like I said, all the names of the agents investigating him, what the complaint originally, who made that original complaint, how much it cost taxpayers. I mean, look, they do this all the time. $40 million for Russian collusion. They found absolutely zero.
No, you're absolutely right. And it's a great point to make because nothing happened from it. So it's just more smear tactics. And he stepped aside because he didn't want to make it a contentious process and have any issues that would distract from the president's mandate. But, bottom line, it comes down to the swamp and to votes, et cetera. That's why I cannot wait for some of President Trump's amazing people he supported in the U.S. Senate to get in there and fight. I love Bernie Moreno, someone we helped a lot in Ohio. He's coming in. It's going to be great. And Tim Sheehy. So it's going to be a good time to watch in American political history and just see the ruckus that they make in there, kicking butt and taking names.
I'm just waiting for the Doge to burn it all down. It's going to be fabulous.
It sounds like Karate Kid or something. I don't even know. Cobra Kai and the Doge.
I'm so here for it. Kimberly Guilfoyle, always a pleasure.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, coming up.